Sakic, short-handed, shoots!
The Quebec Nordiques finished the 1995 regular season with the best record in the Eastern Conference. Seeded number 1 in the playoffs, they were stunned in a 6-game opening round loss to the 8th-seeded defending Stanley Cup champions.
He swoops it beautifully to Messier, across the Verbeke, scores! A brilliant play by the Rangers to take a 1-0 lead. Leaks to the net. They score! Quebec trying to change. Rangers catch him in a change. Kovalov to the net. Kovalov fakes. He scores! Oh, baby!
As time ran out on the Nordiques season, another clock continued to count down as the franchise tried to stem the tide of a financial crisis to no avail.
Despite our success from a management and marketing point of view, our club's financial health has become a very serious cause of concern. Consequently, I regret to announce that the owners have at last resigned themselves to accepting the purchase offer for Comsat Video Enterprise of Denver, Colorado. And the team will be based in Denver as the next season. On behalf of the owner and myself, a special word of appreciation to the players who have played in Quebec over the last year, a team that has made us proud and that we will miss.
Quebec was a really hockey town, and this is the American football and the baseball and the basketball was really big here too, so it was a little bit change for us.
We never had the impression we were the fourth team in the town. People were behind. We sold the ticket quickly. They were cheering our team. They were proud of their team.
And Lacroix would give the fans more to cheer, adding the 1995 Stanley Cup Finals most valuable player to Colorado's lineup.
It was a pleasant surprise to get traded to a team that I feel has just as good a chance as New Jersey to go all the way and in a great part of the country.
Love the game. I'm lost for words here, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Baseball doesn't exist anymore.
I'm a season ticket holder for the Avalanche, so tonight being the first game since '82 for Colorado, I'm pretty excited to be here.
And we are rolling on into 95-96 with Colorado and Detroit were underway. And here comes Shepard. He flips it up ahead. Yzerman saves it in front. The red light does not come on, but it's a goal for the Red Wings.
Although the goal light temporarily failed, the same couldn't be said for the Avalanche as they quickly tied the score.
Proof up after it. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Puck in front, score! Kaminsky with the first goal of the season for this Colorado team.
The Avalanche trailed 2-1 as the second period began. But Craig Willanen's blast from the blue line tied the game again, setting up third period heroics provided by Valerie Kaminsky.
Kaminsky burst the speed and scores!
On the game-winning goal, Uwe Krupp sustained a knee injury which many believed would end his season. The night, however, belonged to the Colorado Avalanche, the sport of hockey, and its fans.
We found out tonight that this is a very exciting place to play hockey, and I think our fans found out that maybe we're not the cardiac kids, but we leave them at the edge of their seat right to the end of the game.
It was important to get our first win here at home in new city and new management, new ownership, and it felt great out there, and hopefully we'll get many more.
But as the opening night euphoria faded, the Colorado coaches and front office realized that Claude Lemieux alone would not get the Avalanche to the next level. More changes needed to be made.
The game of hockey is one where you probably need a two-pronged attack in order to be successful. You can't just have great forwards. You have to have a threat of a second wave of attack, if you will, and for that you need some offensive defensemen, and Sandis did give us that ingredient.
On October 26th, the Avalanche acquired defenseman Sandis Ozolinsh from San Jose. Ozolinsh was a player who would not only solidify the defense, but also strengthen the offense by quarterbacking the power play.
In the slot. Ozolinsh shoots. He scores!
With Ozolinsh and Lemieux, the Avalanche added leadership and skills to an extremely talented club, and they immediately began to click. Late in October, the Avs went on a 10-game unbeaten streak, announcing to the rest of the league that they were a team to be reckoned with.
To break up a 2-on-1, and now there's a break for Wilson. goal. Here's Neely. Great save by Facet. On over Gretzky to Gretzky. Right in a shot. Great save. Left it for Lemieux. Right in Lemieux. Robert Hardy scores!
But even with the team's early success, the Avalanche knew that as the season stretched on, they would need one more piece to the puzzle. A proven performer capable of backstopping Colorado deep into the playoffs.
And now to their starting lineup for your Colorado Avalanche. Number 33, Patrick Roy.
It's a young team, and I love to win. And I got 2 Stanley Cup in Montreal. And I guess when you had the chance to live that, you want more.
But as Waugh took over in the Avalanche crease, the team inexplicably struggled.
The first thing you have to remember is Patrick Waugh was as hated as any player from any other team. And I think that the guys were a little bit in awe of what Patrick Waugh was bringing to the Avalanche. And I think for the first 15, even maybe 20 games, they were watching him to see what he would do, waiting for him to be absolutely perfect. And they weren't playing the kind of game that they needed to play in front of them. So there was, there wasn't necessarily problems as there was an adjustment period between the club and Patrick.
When the season reached the midway point, the adjustment period was coming to an end, and the Avalanche began to roll.
Sakic moving in. Mark on the right. Not enough room. Yes, there was. Oh, was that pretty to watch? Forsberg. Sakic to Forsberg. He scores! Chased by Forsberg, and Forsberg really hard. Great save by Patrick Waugh. John Sakic shoots one. Set rebound. He's facing goal. Ron. Moving in. He scored! What a play! What a tremendous shot!
The Avalanche finished the regular season with 104 points, second only to the Detroit Red Wings in the West. But Colorado's first true test was now at hand. In the playoffs opening round, they faced the Vancouver Canucks, with last year's stunning loss to the Rangers still fresh in their minds. Though they finished 25 points behind the Avalanche in the standings, as the series began, Vancouver matched Colorado at every turn.
Joe Sakic on the move again. Snap the shot, scores! Joe Sakic! Here's Berenic. Centering, they score!
Gino Ojic's second game-winning goal gave Vancouver a victory in Game 4 and a surprising 2-2 tie in the series. Heading back to Colorado for Game 5, the Avalanche stood uncomfortably close to another first-round disaster.
In any series, there's always games where you just got to find a way to get through them and find a way to persevere, and that was a game where we had to.
Obviously, Game 5 was a must-win for us. We didn't want to go back to Vancouver trailing in the series. There would have been an awful lot of pressure on us.
The Avalanche were in desperate need of a hero. Would it be their captain who answered the call?
You need one of those guys every game, every year in the playoffs if you're going to be successful. Like one of the guys got to step up, and I guess he has did it this year.
Every time Joe Sakic touches the puck, something's happening.
They needed to have one guy emerge, and it turned out to be Joe Sakic, and in a way that starts to separate you from other players. Big goals at key times.
Sakic with the center, a shot, rebound, Denmark! Wide open! Unbelievable save by Hirsch. Now Avalanche with it. Sakic, shot! Unbelievable! Sakic. His first ever Stanley Cup overtime marker.
I mean, the pressure was big, and Joe scored that big overtime goal for us here in Colorado, and I think that was the turning point.
In Game 6, Joe Sakic took center stage again and dramatically nailed Vancouver's coffin shut.
Ozovic is in there. Circles the goal. Sakic shot. He scores! Oh, Joe Sakic! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Can't say any more about Joe Sakic. He's unbelievable.
Joe Sakic, welcome to superstardom in the National Hockey League. You are no longer a secret anywhere in the hockey world.
Colorado's second-round opponent was the Chicago Blackhawks, a matchup that featured the two most celebrated goalies of the 90s. Between them, Patrick Waugh and Ed Belfour had been named the game's top goaltender in 5 of the last 7 seasons.
That series, the toughest part was Eddie Belfour. He was so good. He played so well in that series. He was tough to beat.
It's broad, wide open. Backhander. Another chance for Lemieux. And Belfour, he'll save.
In Game 1, the two All-Stars went save for save in a classic confrontation.
Unbelievable save there by Waugh.
And Belfour stood tall in the Chicago goal.
And Waugh made 2 saves. Now another save on Daze.
And we're going to sudden death overtime in the first of a best of 7.
The Avalanche made an early bid to end this sudden death showdown.
He's in. Save Eddie Belfour. 16,061 holding a rep, and Belfour keeps the game going.
Moments after Kamensky's near miss, Jeremy Roenick found a seam.
Somebody Stanley Cup, they score! Jeremy Roenick wins it for Chicago!
Incredibly, Chicago had snapped Patrick Waugh's 12-game playoff overtime win streak and stolen Game 1. But the news flash before Game 2 was that Belfour was scratched with food poisoning. Backup Jeff Hackett stood in the path of an oncoming Avalanche.
Joe Sakic is on an 8-game tear. Heads up, heads up! Look out, take a pass off! Unbelievable save by Waugh!
Chicago has to feel a bit shell-shocked.
4 first-period goals buried the Hawks, and the Avalanche momentum continued into Game 3.
Oh, mercy, what a move! Peter Forsberg!
Colorado's seemingly safe 2-goal lead was about to unravel due to a costly turnover late in the second period.
Sent by Murphy. Murphy's got a screen shot. Huge goal for Chicago!
Murphy's bullseye ignited the Hawks, setting the stage for Jeremy Roenick in the third period.
Right by Mike Keane and scored the tying goal, and that's why we're going to OT.
Bolannon going by Daze, got knocked down. Daze got onside. Daze creep across off of the game winner. He scores!
This was a deflected knuckleball that completely fooled Patrick Waugh.
The Blackhawks have taken a 4-3 victory and a 2-1 lead.
For the third time in 4 games, Colorado and Chicago would have their nerves tested in overtime. Once again, it was Waugh versus Roenick. Patrick Waugh had stared down defeat, and as they battled into triple overtime, Joe Sakic looked to end the marathon. Game 4 was gone, but not forgotten. A controversy arose over Roenick's breakaway in overtime.
Yeah, it should have been a penalty shot. There's no doubt about it. I like Patrick's quote that he would have stopped me. I just want to know where he was in Game 3.
I can't really hear what Jeremy says because I got my 2 Stanley Cup rings plugged in my ear.
Game 5 had more build-up than a championship fight, and Colorado delivered the early knockout.
What possession. Valerie Kaminsky. What a rocket by Kaminsky.
Speed and their skill level really took over.
Back on the line to Suter. The shot to the goal. And Wall is there again.
They head to Chicago ahead of the series, 3-2.
Colorado stood ready to close out the Hawks in Game 6, leading by a goal in the final minutes of regulation. In overtime, Chicago's emotion was matched only by their goaltending, as Belfour stonewalled the Avalanche.
Unbelievable save on Mike Kane! And here's a 2-on-1. Sakic and reaching. 3-on-1. Right into the face. Sakic. A shot. Belfour! Saved the day again. I don't believe it.
When the game went to double overtime, a new hero emerged for Colorado. Sandis Ozolinsh.
In front Ozolinsh. Hit the goal post. Rebound and score! It's over! Finally! Overtime heaven is a series winner, and the Avalanche are going on to the third round.
What a magnificent series of hockey between these two clubs.
The 1995-96 Detroit Red Wings dominated the NHL like no team before them. A unique blend of size, speed, strength, and experience resulted in a league record 62 regular season wins.
So this team, they have just dominated the league during regular season play.
Colorado and especially Patrick Waugh were no strangers to the Red Wings.
Greg, let's talk about something that everybody in this arena is talking about, goaltending. And how about Patrick Waugh? He hasn't beaten the Red Wings this year.
2-on-2. Steve Yzerman into the zone. A shot. Scores! What a goal by Yzerman!
It's a matter of pride, and then end up against Detroit was a good challenge, and I was just hoping to see them in the playoffs and having a chance to get even with them.
The favored Red Wings came out as expected, hitting hard and putting the puck in the net.
Gets it back from Fedorov. Yzerman just controlling, scoring in the front. The shot.
But the Avs were not intimidated. They dished out some punishment of their own, pressured goalie Chris Osgood with a furious attack, and finally, they got a break.
Yell gets him the puck. Yell walked in, put it in front, score! It went off of Paul Coffey, who looks up to the sky. He can't believe he put that into his own net.
Colorado kept up the pressure, and after Adam Deadmarsh jammed home the Avs' second goal, Detroit coach Scotty Bowman gave his orders. All-star Paul Coffey responded.
But ahead comes Larionov and Primo. Larionov over to Coffey. And there will be OT.
The Avs came out hungry in overtime, but Chris Osgood was up to the challenge.
Man, oh man, what a save!
Unrelenting, the Avs finally broke through.
Going overtime, over the line for Keane. Wrist shot, score! Mike Keane, and the Avalanche have done it.
The Red Wings had lost their home ice advantage and were desperate for a win in Game 2. Unfortunately, they had to face Patrick Waugh again. Waugh's heroics allowed his teammates to deliver the knockout blow.
And they go home with a stranglehold right now on this series.
The Avalanche returned home with a commanding 2-0 lead, and the city of Denver was lit up in support of their newfound heroes. But the Detroit Red Wings still had some fight left in them, and they jumped all over Waugh early in Game 3.
The goal, here's McCarty, wraparound hands, he scores!
Oh my.
Holy mackerel.
Body down in front of him. Winding up player. Shot, score! Super over the screen from Fedorov.
And although the Avs fought back,
His first ever playoff goal. Intercepted down.
Game 3 belonged to Detroit.
Constantine off the ground. Scores!
I knew I was going to bounce back. I knew I was going to have a good game. And I was not scared of the Detroit Red Wings.
In Game 4, Detroit continued their onslaught. But this night, Patrick Waugh was red hot as he stoned the Red Wings.
Here's Eiserman, turns, forehand, save, rebound, Cicerelli can't get it.
Waugh's inspired play carried over to the offense as Adam Deadmarsh opened up the scoring. A major penalty to Dino Cicerelli gave Colorado an extra skater, and Uwe Krupp took full advantage.
Moves in for a shot. Score! Uwe Krupp celebrates a big-time goal. It's a power play goal with 7.
Trailing 3-1, the Red Wings' extraordinary season was in danger of ending prematurely.
You know, we talked about that before the game. I said 71 wins out of 100 isn't going to be good enough because we're going to get knocked out and our season will be over.
Back in Detroit, the Red Wings knew that now was the time to show what they were made of. With the full support of their fans and a renewed intensity, they made short work of Colorado in Game 5. As the Wings skated off with a decisive 5-2 victory, all eyes were once again on Patrick Waugh.
Patrick's just a confident guy, and you can, as a teammate in the dressing room, you can feel that in him, and you can't help but be confident.
At the start of Game 6, Detroit's assault on Waugh continued. With Waugh holding the Red Wings at bay, Mark Crawford asked his team to turn up the pressure, and the Avalanche superstars responded.
Now 3-on-3. Deadmarsh looking. Dropped it. Sakic shot. No. Yes, he scored! Joe Sakic! The Stanley Cup Finals. Forsberg. In. Shot. Score!
The Avalanche had done what many thought to be impossible. Upsetting the Red Wings in 6 games, Colorado earned the right to play for the Stanley Cup.
The Western Conference champion Colorado Avalanche go to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Standing in the way of a storybook ending to the Avalanche's first season in Colorado was a team in the midst of writing the greatest Cinderella story in league history. In only their 3rd season of existence, the Florida Panthers had stormed through the playoffs. In their wake lay some of the biggest stars in the game, and as they entered the finals, the Panthers stood confident, knowing they were one step away from history.
We're in the Stanley Cup Finals, and we're not here just to enjoy it. We're here to win and win and win and bring home the Stanley Cup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McNichols Arena in Denver for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. 6 weeks ago, 16 teams began the hunt for the Stanley Cup, and now it's down to 2.
Rat soup for dinner tonight! It's the ultimate Cinderella story. The Florida Panthers facing off against the powerhouse Colorado Avalanche for all the marbles.
You talk about great goaltending, I think we'll see that. Van Beesbrook, in my mind, is the hottest goaltender in this year's playoffs. This should be a giant battle.
We want the cup! We want the cup!
Their play may well determine the outcome of a series that starts tonight.
In each of the Panthers' 3 previous series, they had smothered the opposition in Game 1. And as the series began, they immediately did the same to Colorado.
He rides in onto the play and makes sure he stays down. That's what we want. We want aggression. Aggression in that circle, boys. We go after him.
Back down comes Forsberg. Oh, and a hit by Fitzgerald on Forsberg.
With Colorado's high-powered offense contained, Florida turned up the pressure.
Play out there for Garpenlov going in. One down, rebound. Another shot. Waugh stopped them all. Here's another one. Stop that. Waugh hot.
Fitzgerald turning, looking for help, and the pass is controlled by Lindsay to Fitzgerald. He scores!
Fitzgerald went in, took the relay, and lifted the puck high over Waugh. And these Florida Panthers have struck again.
Way to go, Fitz. Big goal. Out boy, escape, Billy.
And the horn sounds to end the first period.
As the second period began, it was a more determined Avalanche team that took the ice.
Let's go, boys. Let's play Timmy. Let's give it to him.
Here's Quick with a shot. Save! Van Beesbrook. Now to Forsberg. Finesse by. Save! Van Beesbrook. Rebound.
Come on, man. Let's go. All we need is one to get us going here, eh?
Set it up. Set it up.
With the game approaching the halfway point, Colorado's pressure finally paid off.
Sylvain Lefebvre with a pass ahead for Denmark. Hooked off enough by Barnes that it slowed it down, but now it's got Young with a shot. Young, and it's tied.
These are the shifts on a rail point right after.
Ozolinsh fed to Keane, and the shot floated left.
And for the first time, the Avalanche lead.
Colorado had scored 2 goals in less than 2 minutes, and with the game's momentum changed, it was up to the Panthers to respond.
What are we about, guys? What are we about? We're about work. Come on, boys.
But Colorado's pressure continued.
And it's Sakic shooting, and it's saved by Van Beesbrook, and he hangs on.
Good try, Noah. Good try.
Kaminsky in the right corner. Moves into the slot behind him. Krupp shot. Kicked that to the right side. Pass by Van Beesbrook. To Kaminsky again in front. Krupp. Score! Louis Krupp. Oh, what a pass from Valery Kaminsky. And what a finish. And the Avalanche lead by 2. They have exploded in the second period and lead 3-1.
Kaminsky with a great shift. Look at the reach. There's a good shot. Van Beesbrook to save, but Florida gets caught absolutely standing still. Standing still, everybody. I think Doug McLean needs a timeout. Colorado owns the second period.
Colorado's scoring outburst gave them a lead they would never relinquish. In the third, the Avalanche defense closed the door, and Waugh bolted it shut as Colorado finished off a 3-1 victory.
We had a slow start, but that's why we said after the first period, we said we're in great shape because it's a 1-0 game. We didn't play for about 5 days, 6 days then, and we were not as sharp. Our pass were not perfect. We missed a few shots, but in the second period we were outstanding.
Game 1's loss left the Panthers wounded, but their confidence was unshaken as they prepared for Game 2.
Oh, you dog. We got a game tomorrow?
We got to win the next game, and next game, and then if we win the next game, it becomes a best of 5. We're just going to go out, we're going to play the same way.
But for all of Florida's swagger, Game 2 would never be in doubt. Having freed themselves from the Panthers' defensive shackles for portions of Game 1, the Avalanche pounced right from Game 2's opening face-off.
Forsberg down low in front. Catch to the net. Score! Peter Forsberg has given Colorado the all-important first goal of the game.
Sakic down low as well. Denmark's looking from on high. Shot. Score! In the middle, Denmark setting the screen. Near side, Forsberg shot. Score! Oh, is he red hot? Tied up over there. Carter put a hit on Sakic. The shot deflected wide by Forsberg. He scores! A German trick! A German trick for Peter Forsberg! Forget the Rats! Throw the hats!
Forsberg's first period hat-trick chased John Van Beesbrook from the net, and his replacement, Mark Fitzpatrick, was left to weather the storm.
Sakic again, still in the power play. Center, shot, score! The Avalanche is roaring in every direction.
Now Kaminsky shot. Score! Valery Kaminsky! They're pouring it on! They are simply embarrassing the Panthers!
Williams
talk about a team that was in full control of this game, and because of it now in full control of the series. The Colorado Avalanche look huge, strong, big, and real good right now.
Well, it was certainly our A game tonight. Our top guys were very, very top guys tonight. Sakic was just magical with his passing tonight. Peter was obviously very on, and then we got great performances from everybody right through the lineup, and we're very pleased with the win here tonight.
Florida had become Cup crazy, and it didn't matter that the Cinderella Panthers returned home down 2-0. A carnival-type atmosphere surrounded Miami Arena.
We want the Cup! We want the Cup! We want the Cup!
Everyone, including the Panthers owner, got swept up in the enthusiasm.
Thank you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
As game time approached, the Avalanche made final preparations for this night's quest for the Cup. But now, they were in enemy territory, and the Panthers had not forgotten Game 2.
It was an embarrassing loss, and it's one we want to look to make amends for.
You know, we're obviously a very desperate bunch right now. Hey, we're not out of this thing. Let's pick our heads up and let's do something about it tonight.
Anchoring the Avalanche, as always, was a warrior named Wah. And for the first time in the series, Claude Lemieux would come to the arena and do more than just watch.
Well, I'm anxious. I mean, I don't want to be over anxious. It's the finals. It's a very emotional time and a great time to play. But, you know, I just have to take it like it's another game.
Looking forward to seeing Claude? No, but we've got no choice.
The big thing that they have to do, the Avalanche has to do, is to get the Van Rietbroek early, because his confidence is shot.
At the other end, Patrick Waugh, magnificent in the series, yet in the state of Florida, over 4 years and 8 visits to either Tampa or Florida, has never won a game.
Game 3 is underway.
Lemieux would have an immediate impact, teaming up with line mate Peter Forsberg.
Now, Peter, come up together. We're going to burn him.
So Lynch connects with Lemieux and back onto Forsberg. Trickles one across to Kamensky. Kamensky turning behind, wrapped up by Spalin and escapes. Pass in front, score! Claude Lemieux! And it's 1-0 in favor of Colorado. That's the way to hustle on the
Moments later, Adam Deadmarsh was called for hooking, opening the door for the Panthers' struggling power play.
This is the Avalanche's first look at the Rats.
Hey, Hart! Nice play. Shot, Ray.
Shepard's shot thread the needle to the legs of Adam Foote and a screened Patrick Waugh. Florida had tied the game, seized the momentum, and were about to take control of Game 3.
The speed has picked up for the Rat Trap. Patrick Waugh has been beaten twice now here in the first period alone. That's as many goals as he gave up in the first 2 games.
Trailing for just the second time in these Stanley Cup Finals, the Avalanche felt the full wrath of the Panthers, but would not back down. As the second period began, Patrick's charge was to keep the Florida fans in their seats, and the Avalanche within striking distance. Beaten by Mike Huff, Waugh got a break.
Huff shot hit the goal post! Right off the post!
While Beezer was heating up.
2-on-1, moving up his key. He's got Yelvin and Key to drive, and it's even up.
So Mark Crawford devised a simple strategy.
Hey, we want to go 30 shifts to get the puck to the net now, gang. 30-second shifts, get the puck to the net.
And Mike Keane obliged him.
Keane crosses, shoots it, dribbled in! Mike Keane with one thrown to the front that deflected in, and it's a 2-2 tie.
Focus on your next shift. Use our brain. You cannot skate with us.
Nearly 3 minutes played in the second period. Colorado has started to take over and moving in. It's Sakic on the breakaway. Score! Joe Sakic! And it's 3-2 in favor of the Avalanche.
Once again, Colorado turned to their unflappable goaltender to preserve the lead, and Waugh would not let them down.
Around down for a throw behind Garber. Stopped by Patrick Waugh. And the Avalanche are going to go ahead in the series
wins his first ever game in the NHL in the state of Florida, and it happens to be a Stanley Cup final playoff game.
Patrick, the issue has become somewhat ridiculous, but as a goaltender, during the rat shower, does it make you mad, reflective? You didn't exactly cower in the net or anything.
Well, thank God they scored 2, because they would have to leave with their rat in their pocket or in their hand, and it would be sad for them.
Joe, 6 game-winning goals in the playoffs is a new NHL record. I was wondering if you were aware of that and if it means much. Or...
Not at all. I didn't know about that, but like I said, it's good to help your team win, and obviously we're 1 game short now, and we're really looking forward to Game 4 and trying to put it away then.
The Avalanche stood 1 win away from bringing an historic first championship to the city of Denver. But for much of the hockey world, the Stanley Cup's destination was already a foregone conclusion. Facing the humiliation of a finalist sweep, the Panthers played like a desperate hockey team.
Back to the goal, out front. Murphy shot, knocked down. Rebound goes back to the net. Florida is afire in the early going of this hockey game. Hey, that's all we want there. That's a good job there.
As Florida raised their level of intensity, the Avalanche responded in kind, and a bruising battle ensued.
He's around the net. Jovanovski hit him. Out front with a shot. Another one. Van Beesbrook stuck it again.
Picked up by Gord Murphy. Forehand wrister. Saved by Waugh. Rebound. Side of the net to Morak. Janik. Patrick Waugh's got it.
Here we go, Red. Here we go, Red. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Sakic coming 2-on-2. Sakic. Reichel cutting ahead of him. Sakic saved. Reichel into the net, but the puck didn't go with him.
Big stop. Big stop. All the way back to the line. And Carter shot. Puck. Rebound. Lifted high over the net. Wait, no one in there. Shoot the puck, boys.
Young's going to step on Lodge. Young in shot. Saved by Beesbrook.
All game long, the 2 teams battled tooth and nail. And with regulation winding down, the Panthers had one last chance to end Game 4.
Shot, rebound. Lowry there. Carter. Rebound. Off Waugh on the net.
In front. Rats are coming out on the ice. False alarm. All kinds of rats on the ice and a whistle. A false rat alarm. And we are going to overtime in Game 4.
The goaltending battle everyone anticipated at the start of the series had finally materialized. And as overtime began, John Van Beesbrook and Patrick Waugh continued their epic struggle.
Still there. Shot keen. Deflected in the middle of the lens for the cup. Oh, Van Beesbrook! The light came on! The puck did not go in! Niedermeyer in. Niedermeyer around 1. Niedermeyer in front. The shot on Waugh. Still loose. Patrick Waugh covers it up in the crease. Forsberg won an important face-off. Ozolinsh moving in. Dropped it off in front. Ozolinsh save again. Again, Sandich, Ozolinsh, and John Van Beesbrook.
Karpanov back to the net. That'll be out front. Take the shot. Stopped by Waugh.
Oh, the goaltenders in this game. Peter Forsberg, Lemieux cutting Forsberg in. Forsberg, backhand chance. Then Beesbrook knocked it down. Lemieux tried the center.
Through 1 overtime period and then a second, neither goaltender would give an inch.
Avalanche trying to win the Stanley Cup with 1 more goal.
Good work. Everybody available on the Pringles. Coming in quickly, Denmark. Van Beesbrook stopped up.
Midway through the second overtime, fatigue began to wear on the Panthers, and Colorado turned up the pressure.
Centered again. In. Dropped it. Shot. Deflected off the cross by Young. Shot. It didn't go in. How did that not go in the net? Peter Forsberg moving it in. Forsberg comes to the middle. Forsberg centered on the left. Oh, what a save! John Van Beesbrook. Ozolinsh just had a chance to win the cup twice. The third time. Van Beesbrook again. And we are going to our third overtime. 60 saves for Patrick Waugh and 52 saves for John Van Beesbrook.
We're all grinding teeth out there. Everyone was sitting in the dressing room before the third overtime. And all of a sudden, Patrick Roy, who at that time already faced 50-some, high 50 shots, he got up and grabbed his stick and goes, "You know what, guys? You know, this is enough now." And coming from him at the time, it was comical. It was like, it really was, because we're all sitting there, you know, worrying about how we're going to hold out. It was a good break in the, you know, of the tension.
In 1 year's time, they had rebounded from bitter playoff defeat to electrify a new city and stand on the brink of a Stanley Cup championship. And as the Avalanche took to the ice for a third overtime session, they were ready to complete their amazing journey.
All right, just persevere, boys. Melody trying to clear, didn't get it out. Sakic held it in, still held in. Ewing Cruz shot, score!
Colorado wins. Ewing Cruz at 4:31 of the third overtime has won it. The Colorado Avalanche are the Stanley Cup champions.
Colorado has its first Major League title. Hey, Colorado fans, how great does it feel? Woo! We got it!
What an incredible hockey game and an incredible finish to an unbelievable season for the Florida Panthers and an even more unbelievable season for the Colorado Avalanche. Congratulations to the Avalanche.
The winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in this year's Stanley Cup playoffs is Joe Sakic. Congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche on an impressive season and playoff run. That is the honor and the tradition that I have tonight. It's to present Joe Sakic, the captain, with the Stanley Cup.
You wanted it, Joel? You got it.
Ever played has won this cup in the arena of his mind, in the backyard, or in the streets. 25 Colorado Avalanches have won the real one, and a thrill can't be any bigger than that.
Unbelievable. I mean, you can't even put it into words. This is a dream come true, and if anyone's had a dream come true, you know how it feels.
Preparing to do the presidential call. Please stand by.
Coach Crawford, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Not as well as you guys are doing.
Yes, we're having a great time here. We're all feeling pretty good. This team worked very hard to achieve the goal of the Stanley Cup, and we certainly wish you the best come this November.
Well, I'd like to have a sweep like you did.
We heard that you finally break 88, and we just want to congratulate you on the golf course.
Although no call came from the president, Panther fans continued to celebrate Florida's incredible season.
Also, the vets had nothing to do with the ice bucket. None whatsoever. You sure about that? Guaranteed. You wouldn't lie to me now, would you? I saw Dougie up there shivering. I almost felt bad for him at his age.
This is great. It's unbelievable. I didn't expect anything like this. It's just a great feeling and shows what kind of fans we have here. Unbelievable. I never knew this many people lived in Denver.
Having a chance to win my third Stanley Cup, but with three different clubs, is something that doesn't happen every day, and
I've been very fortunate. I think as many bad things that might have happened throughout the years, someone is looking over me and is giving me the chance to achieve these things.
Congratulations, Denver. We're now a city of champions.
Cook for a long shot. He scores! Colorado wins the Stanley Cup! Colorado wins!
The first thing that came to my mind instantly when I saw the goal go in was how fortunate I was in life. I had just a great family, great kids, great business for 20 years, and now to win the Cup with the greatest players in the world, it's just an unbelievable feeling.